Well, I've got the sled all packed up, and I think I'm ready to go. I hope it doesn't weigh a lot. It looks like it weighs a lot. Well, I'm on my way. The trail is packed down fairly nicely, so I'm super happy about that. And my sled is pretty heavy, but that's okay. I got lots of time. I'm doing pretty good. I'm about halfway to where I'm planning on going, and I just got to the part where there's no more packed down trail. Somebody has actually walked here, not super recently, but enough to leave a little trail, but I've also got the markers, so should be okay. It's not the first one of these. Oh, I hope it's the last. Whew. Oh boy. That's gonna be really tough. Oh, I should have filmed that last one instead of the one before. I just literally climbed up a hill on my hands and knees. It was like this. Oh, wow. Well, I was walking along and just suddenly noticed this little boardwalk that goes over, I guess, a creek maybe. I'm gonna pat it down with my snowshoes first to try to make a trail for the sled, because I have a feeling it's gonna fall right off. And then I have to go up this awesome hill. And I just went up one and it almost killed me. So, well, I'm pretty close to getting to the site. And I have a log. So, not sure how I'm going to get around that. I don't really want to unpack everything and reload it, because it looks like there's one up ahead as well. Alright, well, hopefully this works. Cleared a path around the log. I'm just going to knock it down with my snowshoes. And hopefully it doesn't tip. And make it through. I'm like 50 feet from the site, and of course the sled falls over. Oh, this is the hill that broke me. There's a hill going up towards the campsite, and no, I'm not camping on the campsite. I'm camping 30 meters from the campsite, as the rules are. But this hill, I couldn't make it up. So I'm just carrying some of the heavy things first to where I'm camping, and Maybe I can pull it up the rest of the way. Maybe I'll have to carry everything, but I gotta keep moving. Hey, well, my hair's pretty frozen. It's really cold out here, but I'm okay. I set up the tent, and thankfully I'm not on rock, so I staked it down, and I got everything set up, and I just out here collecting some firewood. So just found some a tree here that was down that's dead, and it's dry, so I'm cutting it up. And I brought the sled out so I could fill it up. I'm trying to wait as long as possible to light a fire so that I can conserve my wood. I brought one bag in, and I've probably gathered enough for the amount of another bag. Sue and I went through 2 bags, no problem, last weekend, and then some. So I just want to make sure that I have enough to get me through the night and into tomorrow morning, so that I can go out when the daylight hits and get some more for tomorrow and tomorrow night. But it's not dark yet, so I'm gonna go see if I can find a little bit more. It's just about 5 o'clock, and I finally made my way into the tent. I'm ready to start a fire. I am pretty cold. It was a long, hard pull-in. It might have been the hardest trip that I've done this year so far, and I've just gotten here. The sled in was pretty tough. A lot of really big hills, and the one coming up to the site, I'm actually on the other side of where the site is located. Still, to get up here, there was a hill like this, and I had to take everything off the sled and carry it up individually, and even just doing that was really, really hard. So I've been out collecting firewood. I got quite a bit, I think, for the time that I had, and I'm just gonna have to burn what I have super slow and not put too much wood in there. It's supposed to be really cold tonight. I think it's about -30 right now, without the wind chill, and you can tell my hair is frozen solid from where I just happened to get some air out of my mouth onto it. So I'm very much looking forward to this fire and getting warmed up. Whew. The fire just got going real nice, and I'm not freezing in here. I'm sitting here like this, but I'm just trying to get in the shot. Kind of bending down because I got this stupid pole in the way. Anyways, it was a good day, but it was cold, and my toes are finally getting nice and warm, and my face and the frost melted out of my hair, which was nice. So I'm just sitting here heating up some water. I'm gonna have a hot chocolate with Bailey's because I want to. And tonight I'm gonna make some food. I'm gonna make some roasted potatoes, or I guess pan-fried potatoes. And I brought some Oktoberfest sausages, so I'm gonna cook those up somehow. There. So I'm just gonna cook those up, and I will make a video for the Camper Christina Cook series, and I will publish that separately. I'm gonna go cook, and I will see you in a bit. Cheers! So good. Last weekend, after my trip with Sue, I met Lure of the North, who were driving through town, and they switched my stove for the smaller Alaskan Junior trail stove. So I burned the toxins or corrosives or whatever off of it at home the day after I got it, and it's really a huge difference in the tent. It's only 6 inches shorter in length, and I think it's 1.5 inches lower, but it just makes a huge difference. There just seems like there's so much more room. When I used to sit here before, the stove would come right out to here, so there would only be a few inches between my knees and the stove, and my knees would like feel like my snow pants were melting. So it's much more comfortable now. I have a little bit more leg room and a little bit more space. I'm really happy that Dave from Lure suggested that I switch it down, because it's a huge difference, and I'm really happy that I have the smaller stove. So thanks again to Lure. You guys are awesome. You might have noticed in the background this ball of foil sitting on top of the stove. I brought 2 potatoes for dinner and I only ended up eating 1, so I figured I would just wrap the other one in some tin foil and leave it sitting on the stove off to the side, but so it's getting heat, and just kind of flip it around every so often. And maybe I'll use it for hash browns or home fries or something for my breakfast tomorrow.